107.9 CDY and the live stream on 107.9cdy.com are sponsored by the Rockwell Lake Lodge, Studio 131 in the Barn Hall, Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Cadillac GMC, the Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, Wilder Heating and Cooling, the Manton Booster Club, Jamie Fellows Garno of City to Shore Real Estate, Bostic's Drugstore, and the 308. Now let's head to the gym and join the voice of the Rangers, Rick Swanson.
Everyone, and welcome to Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 CDY. I'm Rick Swanson. I'll be calling the game for you tonight, and with me is former Ranger head coach Rainey Lafreniere to give his insight and commentary on the game, and he will also be serving as our statistician. It's a pleasure to broadcast Manton Ranger basketball for the fourth consecutive season on the radio. The only change is that this season we are on 107.9. We'll talk about that a little bit at halftime, why the change was made and what the situation is. But spread the word. Ranger basketball, boys and girls, 107.9 for this season. And Rainey, I want to welcome you. This should be fun. It's a big game for the Manton boys tonight, and it's going to be great working some games with you this year.
Well, we've certainly spent a lot of time together over the years, whether we were doing the books for girls' games or in the classroom or on the road coaching together. So I'm real proud to be on the radio with you with that smooth voice you got, and hopefully I can keep up with you. This is my first, I think, real broadcast, so I'll probably be a little bit behind tonight, but great place to be on the radio at Beale City here, and a long rivalry, so we're looking for a good contest tonight.
Yeah, it's an exciting place to call your first game, that's for sure. And right now, the JV game, you're going to hear the horn in the background. JV game is just wrapping up. 5 seconds left to go. It's a 2-point game. Manton battled back from 20 down in the first half. They actually took a 7-point lead, but now Beale has come back, and Beale leads it by 2, and they're at the free throw line with 5 seconds to go. So we'll keep you up to date on that one. But tonight, as we said, we are at Beale City High School for Highland Conference basketball action with the Ranger boys taking on the Beale City Aggies. Both teams, both boys and girls, Manton teams have started the season undefeated, and it's going to be fun to follow them all season long. Now, as far as our two here tonight, Beale City and Manton, they have both started league play undefeated, so it's a big one in the Highland Conference tonight. Last season, Manton and Beale had two real hard-fought games. Manton won both of them. They won in Manton 43-41. And then down here in Beale City, we did the broadcast for you, and it was a nip-and-tuck game until Manton pulled away at the end and won it by 11, 57-46. Manton is a two-time defending Highland Conference champion, so you know they're going to get a battle from the opponent every single night. Last season records, Manton finished 17-5, Beale City 13-10. They were both district tournament champions last year, Rainey.
Yeah, but they're both returning a lot of players. However, Beale City will be without the Chilman boy tonight. But this is always a tough place to come and get one. You know, I hated coming down here as a coach. It's a lot more fun being on the radio with you. But they're going to have their work cut out for them tonight. Manton's looking to possibly get the ball inside a little more than Beale City, but it's quickness against quickness. So we'll see what happens tonight as the game progresses.
Yeah, I've been coming down here a long time myself. I played high school ball down here in Beale, having gone to Pine River in high school. So got a lot of history with Beale City. Now let's talk about Beale a little bit. Beale's had 3 games so far this year. They are 1-2 overall. Their first 2 games were losses to Mount Pleasant Sacred Heart by 6 and McBain by 12. Their one win was their last game, 44-34 over Roscommon. Through 3 games, the Aggies are averaging 46 points per game, allowing 49 points per game. So, Coach, as we've been saying, it's a tough place to play down here in Aggie land. And it doesn't matter if Beale is just 1-2 right now. Manton's going to have to be ready to play.
No, their kids always play hard. Now, when you said they lost to McBain by 12, were you talking Northern Christian or Public?
Public.
Well, that in itself is a big statement because we know Public's got a great team. And if they can hang with a team like that, they can certainly give us problems tonight.
You got that right.
And we're just going to have to see which team jumps on the advantages, who gets inside, who's hot with a three ball. Beal likes to shoot that three, but so do we, and I think we've got two of the best guards in northern Michigan. They could compete with anybody, but Beal City's always athletic. We'll see what their guards match up with against our guards.
Now, as far as the Rangers, they are coming off conference and district titles last season, having begun the season in good form this year with 2 conference wins over Everett and NMC, both on the road. Their scheduled season opener up in Charlevoix was postponed because of weather, so they only have 2 games under their belt, but they are 2-0 on the year. In their last game out, Manton put up 25 in the first quarter against Northern Michigan Christian. Coach Hiller was happy to see that quick start, and that would be certainly nice to see again tonight. In their 2 games, Manton is averaging 62 points per game and allowing 39. They've had a stingy defense so far, Coach, and that's good to see in these early games.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan Hiller is one of the finest defensive coaches I've ever been involved with. His kids absolutely destroyed the NMC team the other night with their defense. They're doing things that I never thought of doing, and they're a well-coached outfit. So we'll see if Beal City can handle that pressure that Manton's going to dish out. Anytime a kid tries to penetrate, somebody's pinching and recovering, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. So let's see what happens here tonight.
You are listening to Manton Ranger Basketball on 107.9 CDY. This station could not bring you these games without the help of our local sponsors. And currently they are the Rockwell Lake Lodge, Don's Auto Clinic, High Point Cadillac GMC, Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center, Studio 131 Salon, and the Barn Hall, both just south of Manton on Old 131. Wilder Heating and Cooling, Manton Booster Club, Jamie Fellows Garnoat, and her City to Shore Real Estate Office in Manton, Bostic's Drugstore in downtown Manton, and the 308 Pub and Grill also on Main Street in Manton. We are looking for more help from the community. We'd like to pick up a couple more sponsors, and if you would like to help support these Ranger boys and girls basketball broadcasts on 107.9, we would certainly appreciate it. Please call 231-876-1079 for information on how you can be a sponsor of local high school sports. Again, this is Rick Swanson along with Rainey Lafreniere, bringing you an important Highland Conference contest down here in Beal tonight. Manton 17-5 1 year ago, conference champion, district champion. Beal City 13-10 last year, district championship of their own. This year, Manton 2-0, Beal City 1-2, as they are just nicely getting into their schedules on the year. Randy, let's go ahead and take a look at Beal City first.
Well, Beal City is coming off a great year in football. They played for a state championship, so and lost in the state finals. Just a great tradition down here. A lot of the names are familiar to me too, back when I coached against some of these parents probably. But a tough loss against Reading, and so they got practicing late, and then they lost Logan Chilman. And Chilman's, I got to look at him last year, and that kid's a real deal. He's going to play somewhere at the next level. He's a smart kid, a likable kid. They also have the Seth Schaefer inside. He was all-state for them in football as a linebacker, I believe, and they just got a lot of talent here. So we'll see if maybe they'll start out a little bit rusty, and as the game goes on, things will smooth out for them. But it's going to be interesting to see how they come out after this short practice season for them.
Exactly. It's a tough blow to them to lose Chilman. He is a tough one. Now let's take a look at the Manton Rangers. Several key players returned from a year ago. The only starter lost to graduation was Trevor Solani. So there is hope in Rangerland for a chance at a three-peat as Highland Conference champions. Coach Ryan Hiller's in his 14th season leading the Rangers. And Randy, let's take a closer look at the 2019-2020 Manton Rangers.
Well, Coach Hiller's got 8 returners coming back. He's got excellent perimeter players. They know his system, his offensive and defensive system. We got Drayden Morrow, Jacob Rupert, and Radian's last name here, Schmidt. Probably coming in a little later in the game, and all of them have something to contribute, whether it be the ball handling. But he's fairly strong with his bench. Their strengths are probably three-point shooting, and they can also get to the rim. You know, with this new style of offenses they've got, they do things a little differently what I used to do. I played a 41 similar to what they're playing, but I pounded the ball inside. And what they're looking to do is dribble penetration and dish the ball inside. So a little bit different philosophy, but a lot of the same things. Both teams will push the ball. They'll play up tempo. One team gets an advantage doing that, then that's going to help them out a lot. I talked to Coach Hiller a little bit earlier, and he was saying he's got to keep them off the boards, and he's got to keep them from shooting the three ball. And if he can do that, they're gonna be good. I think both teams will work hard. Both teams play together. Both are unselfish. They're balanced offensively, but I'm interested to see how good this Schaefer kid is inside, to see if he can give us some fits in there.
Well, I'll tell you, last year he was not a big scorer, but he is a big body underneath, and he's a very tough rebounder to move out of the way.
Yeah, and that team will feed off that. You know, he's getting those rebounds, giving them second opportunities. So, you know, let's see if we can keep him off the boards. Radin is looking good this year, Isaac Radin. He's just been dribble penetrating and shooting that three ball so well. He's a real leader out there. He's a real physical ball player on the perimeter. We've got Jacob Hahn in there. Jacob is a fun player to watch. He's very acrobatic. He just seems like he's almost a gymnast at times. Some of those body contortions he gets out there. Caleb Moore, I happen to coach his dad, and two players couldn't be any different. Caleb's dad was a big, strong moose of a guy, could dunk the ball, played inside, and you got this little water bug in Caleb outside that is able to control the tempo of a game, and he just plays great defense. Cole Rigneris, 6'3", 6'4", very, very athletic, gifted inside. We'll see if he has a big role to play tonight, stopping their big player.
I want to go back just for a moment with that, with the loss of Logan Chillman tonight, Coach. I remember him. He got off to a terrific start against the Rangers 3 years ago as a freshman. You might remember this game. Well, that's the year the Rangers went to the semis. And up in Manton, Beale City upset the Rangers, and it was mostly at the hand of Logan Chillman as a freshman, nailing three after three after three in the fourth quarter. He was just amazing, and you could see that he had that talent even as a freshman.
Yeah, you know, you see a player like that come along every once in a while, and, you know, when he touches the ball and he's got a good look, all you're doing is hoping he's going to miss. But as good as he is, he don't miss too many shots up from the outside. So the Rangers caught a break there, but let's hope he's back when Beale City comes to town so we can see the real Beale, and they can get healthy for their district. I believe they're a class. Are they a C or a D?
They're C in the
They're
basketball.
C now, yeah. So they're going to
if you remember, Manton and Beale were in the same regional last year, having one district, but they didn't see each other.
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. Well, looks like we're about getting ready to go here, Coach. Any last thoughts?
Well, you mentioned Isaac Radin, and he has been the leading scorer in each of the Rangers games so far. He scored 18 in the opener. He had 23 against NMC the other night. So I'm sure they'll be looking to him again. But what I like about the Rangers offense is they could have a different high scorer every night. They got great balance. They got a lot of kids that can put the ball in the hoop.
This is a well-balanced team. You can't concentrate on any one person. Any kid's liable to go off for this team on any given night. That's a beautiful thing to watch, isn't it?
It is. It is. Beale City hosting the Manton Rangers tonight here at Beale City High School. It is sure to be a tough battle between two very athletic teams and two of the top teams this year in the Highland Conference. Stay with us. It promises to be a good one. You are listening to Manton Ranger Basketball on 107.9 CDY. We will be right back with the national anthem, our starting lineups, and the opening tip in just 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Located 30 minutes south of Cadillac, the Rockwell Lake Lodge is the perfect destination for your corporate retreat, church event, or family reunion. The lodge features 10 luxurious guest suites and sits on the shores of a pristine private lake. Enjoy upscale dining, conference amenities, and exclusive use of the property when you visit rockwelllakelodge.com or call 517-437-3311. The Rockwell Lake Lodge.
Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Rangers sports teams. And go Rangers!
Don's Auto Clinic, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and High Point GMC Cadillac continue to grow together to serve you better. Our staffs are a group of hardworking individuals who, just like you, get the job done every day by showing the dedication and determination to teamwork. You will not find a more dedicated team making the car or truck buying experience more seamless and easy. Locally owned dealerships, proud to support all local high school sports. We're behind you all the way.
We are back, coming to you from Beale City High School as the Aggies are hosting the Manton Rangers tonight in Highland Conference basketball action. Rick Swanson and Randy Lafreniere here with the call, and back in the studio, Zach Wiggins keeping us running smoothly. Manton 2-0 overall, 2-0 in the Highland Conference. Beale City 1-2 overall, 1-0 Highland Conference. The winner of tonight's battle will remain in first place at least until the next calendar year. Stay with us at halftime tonight for statistics and analysis. We'll have updates on both the boys and girls seasons. We'll talk about our upcoming broadcast, and we'll talk about our JV results from tonight, as well as a look ahead to the second half. All that and more coming up at halftime. Right now, the starting lineups are being introduced on the floor. The Rangers are in their road orange uniforms, trimmed in black and white. And the Beale City Aggies, their colors are blue and white. They're in their home whites, trimmed in blue. It should be a good one, as we said. I'm going to turn it over to Coach for our starting lineups.
Coach, we got Cole Regnerus coming in right now. He'll start at center for Manton. We already have Caleb Moore in the game and Isaac Radin. And right now we're looking at number 11. That'll be Easton Yonker. The Aggies already have Trey Small and Seth Schaefer in the game. Jacob Hahn just entered the game for the Rangers. He's got a little bit of an injury, Achilles problem, but it didn't seem to bother him last game. Number 15, we got Jake Gross in there. Boy, there's another Beale City name for you. The Grosses have been around here a long time. Oh, we got a sophomore starting tonight, Lucas McKernan. Very athletic young man. And here comes Ivan Paul, number 20. Don't know much about him, but we're going to learn about him as the game goes on. Rick, back to you. Those are your starting lineups.
We're ready to get this one underway. It's going to be a good one here in Beale. Always a tough place to play. And based on last year's broadcast that we did, it should be a very interesting one to bring your way here tonight. To start the first half, the Rangers will be traveling from right to left across your radio, and Beale City will be going from left to right. Jumping center for the Aggies is number 0, Seth Schaefer, as we said in the pregame, All-State linebacker this year in football. And jumping for the Rangers, number 12 is senior Cole Regnerus. And we are ready to go. Ball is up and tip control by the Rangers. Caleb Moore has it across the timeline. Goes to the left wing. Isaac Radin down to Regnerus baseline. Regnerus takes it baseline right to the hoop, off the glass. No good. Rebound Schaefer for Beale City.
That was an athletic move, Rick. He just didn't finish it. In and out.
Trey Small with the football, another name that we heard in football all season long. Seth Schaefer at the elbow, looking for a cutter. Takes it himself, dishes it back outside to Jake Gross. Working it around the outside, left wing. Easton Yonker brings it back out to Small on top. Goes right down the lane. Ball batted away, controlled by Beale City. Ivan Paul with it. Kicks it back outside, top of the key for three. Off the rim, no good. And ball batted around. Caleb Moore comes down with it. Quickly ahead to Regneris. Kicks it back outside. McKernan back around the outside. Moore for three. Up, no good. And rebound chased down in the corner, save for the Rangers. Quick pass underneath, beautiful pass.
Unbelievable.
McKernan all alone for two.
Yeah, they found a junior, didn't they? Boy, oh boy, that was quite a play.
2-0, Rangers on top. 6:40 left to go, opening quarter here in Beale. Seth Schaefer out on top, goes right side to Junker. Worked a little pick and roll, but not there, so they work it around the outside. Now on the left wing. Small brings to the top, gives it up to Schaefer again. Schaefer leaving that post, and he'll come outside to get the ball past the three-point line to run that offense. On the left wing is Junker. Takes it to the free throw line. Dishes to Schaefer. Schaefer to Small, right side. Rangers playing good defense. Beale just can't get an opening. 2 minutes in and having trouble. Shot up off the glass, no good. And rebound out of bounds off Regneris. It'll be Beale City basketball under their own basket.
Well, I'll tell you, Rick, this could be a low-scoring game because Man's just playing such great defense. Beale's pretty good with the ball, but they're not getting any good looks.
Junker inbounding under Beale's basket. Kicks it back outside to Small. Small down in the corner. Junker for three. Off the rim, no good, but rebound, Beale City. Gross with that rebound. Gives it up to Schaefer. And Junker now on the left wing. Junker all the way to the hoop. Dishes to Schaefer coming down the lane. Turns around, up and in. Nice little dish from Junker. Short jumper. We're at 2-2. Underneath, Jacob Hahn kicks it back out to Moore. Moore takes it down the lane. Little floater. Bounces around and falls. Man up 4-2 here in the first quarter from Beale City. Junker across the timeline. Manton playing tough man-to-man defense. Small takes it on a drive, and the ball's off his leg, out of bounds. Moore has some good pressure that time, Coach. Caused that turnover.
Yeah, you know, he was coming in with that left hand. He may not be as strong with his left hand as he is his right, so Manton gets the bounce off the leg there.
Caleb with the basketball. Beale City also playing man-to-man. Both teams going man. Down at the baseline, Jacob Hahn kicks it back out to Moore. Moore to Regneris. Free throw line. Batted away. Gets it back. Here's Isaac Radin. Down in the corner, Moore for three. Shot up is good. Caleb Moore from the left baseline for three. Manton up 7-2.
You don't want to leave him open, do you?
Junker with the basketball across midcourt. 4:35 left to go, opening quarter. Radin's on him, gets a screen from Schaefer, pick and roll, but nothing there. Junker takes it himself, left hand, no good. Rebound, Regneris. To Moore, quickly ahead. Jacob Hahn, out of bounds with Beale City basketball. Had the break going, but just couldn't bring it in, control it, and turnover Rangers.
Every coach wants his team to run, but you have to know when to pull it out and set that offense up. That was a little bit of a gamble there, and it results in Beale City basketball.
Easton Junker with the basketball, right side. Gives it up to Marcus Kent now into the ball game for Beale. Back to Junker, takes it a drive, kicks it on the corner, shot up for three, no good. And we get a whistle underneath. It's going to be a call against Beale City and Manton basketball. Rangers lead it 7-2. Under 4 minutes now left to go. Hahn, baseline, takes it on drive. A little 10-footer in the lane. Nothing but net on that one. Jacob took it from the baseline into the lane inside the free throw line. Rangers now up 9-2. Junker, great pressure out there from Radin. Finally gets rid of it down in the corner and shoved out of bounds, but they're going to say turnover Beale City. Beale City faithful thinking there might have been a foul involved there, but officials say no, and it's going to be Ranger basketball.
Yeah, I just think he rolled his ankle right there. He was getting a lot of pressure, and that ankle seemed to roll on him, and here comes Caleb.
Caleb quickly passes defender, gives it up to Radin, takes it on to drive into the lane, up, no good, and rebound to Ivan Paul for Beal City. 9-2, Rangers on top, approaching the 3-minute mark here in the first quarter. And we'll get a whistle as Trey Small was trying to take it to the hoop, and it's going to be a call against the Rangers. It'll be Beal City basketball under their own basket.
I think that foul was on Lucas McKernan. He's just a junior, you know, and we're looking for some good things for him. He'll be coming back next year. Back to you, Rick.
Nice move inside from Ivan Paul. A step through up with the left hand, but a little too strong. And on the rebound, it's out of bounds off Beal City. Has a nice little move in the lane, but couldn't get it to drop, and it's Ranger basketball. Greg Naris inbounds to Caleb Moore, who's going to bring it up uncontested. Gets past his defender once again, goes all the way to the hoop, puts a shot up, draws the foul, and Caleb Moore is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Boy, it just looks like Moore can get by his defender, Coach, anytime he wants to.
Boy, he's quicker than a water bug out there, isn't he? Yeah, he gets to the hoop at random anytime he wants, it just seems like. And we got a sub coming in here. We got Drayton Morrow coming in, looks like.
First free throw from Caleb Moore is good, and that stretches the Ranger lead to 10-2 with 2:59 left to go here in the opening quarter from Beal City. Highland Conference basketball action for you tonight. Second free throw up and off the rim, no good. Rebound. Well, at least Regnerus tried to save it, but as he went up, he stepped on the end line, and it'll be Beal City basketball as they trail the Rangers 10-2.
Pretty stifling defense, Rick. I'm pretty impressed here. Here comes Beal again. Let's see what happens this time.
Junker down in the corner to Ivan Paul. Back out on top. Here's Marcus Kent. Back to Junker, left side, looking to drive. And we'll get a whistle. And they're going to get Isaac Radin on that one, Coach, as he was playing really tight defense on Junker.
Yeah, that was pretty tight. That's his first foul there, I believe. So
inbounded to Beal. Here's a Trey Small into the lane, all the way to the hoop, and scores it. Took that from half court. Only one thing in his mind, take it to the hoop, and he did, and got it to fall. 10-4 Rangers. Drayton Morrow with a 3 from the left baseline, no good. Rebound Beal. Junker quickly to the other end. Kicks it back outside to Kent. Small, left side. Takes it right into the lane again, just like his last play. But he dishes this time off to Ty Schaefer into the Beal lineup. Out on top, Kent on the left side. Down in the corner, left side. Brings it back out on the dribble. Here's Junker, right wing. Inside, post up, but given up to Trey Small down in the corner. Small looking for an opening. Goes back to Junker in the corner, post underneath, nice pass inside, no good. Off the glass, own rebound, and knocked out of bounds, blocked shot. But number 20, Ivan Paul, got himself loose inside, but couldn't hit it, got his own rebound, and the next shot was knocked out of bounds. Beal City inbounds to Small. Top of the key, Junker, right side, shot for 3. Little short, but he got the bounce up and in. Big shot for the Aggies, cutting the lead in half. 10-7 Rangers. Hahn with the basketball. Radin for 3, left side, off the rim. And Drayton Morrow saved it from going out, but he also stepped on the end line. It's going to be Beal basketball. So Beal's come back with the last 5 points, Coach, after the Rangers opened up 10-2. Now lead at 10-7.
Yeah, 10-2 looks good on paper, but it's only 8 points, and all it takes is a couple mental lapses, and the other team's right back in the game.
Junker, top of the key, gives it up left side. Seth Schaefer back into the lineup now, playing the pick and roll, but not open. Ivan Paul with the ball, left wing, gives up to Small, top of the circle. Here's Seth Schaefer popping out. A lot of the Beal offense working around the outside of that three-point line. Here's Paul taking it on a drive, dishes off to Small in the corner, shot up, no good. Rebound, Jacob Hahn for the Rangers. Quickly ahead to Caleb Moore. Down in the corner to Morrow. Morrow back out to Hahn. Top of the circle, Isaac Radin. His pass stolen by Beal. Quickly on the attack, Ty Schaefer stops for a jumper, no good. And Jacob Rupert with the rebound for the Rangers. Gives it up to Moore. Quickly ahead to Radin. He's got a lane to the bucket. Up, no good. Rebound, Beal City. 15 seconds to go in the first quarter. Junker with a shot. Beal may go for a last one. They may run it down. Looks like they will. Dishes off to Small in the corner. Shot up and no good. Loose ball, and that's the end of the first quarter here in Beal. Our first quarter score, the Manton Rangers 10 and the Beal City Aggies 7. Timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout. We'll go back to Zach in the studio, and we'll be back here in Beal City in 30 seconds.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of Manton High School. CTC is the place to be.
Welcome back, everyone. Rick Swanson along with Rainey Lafreniere tonight, coming to you from Beal City High School. A big Highland Conference contest. Both these teams undefeated in conference play so far on the young season. Manton leads it going into the second quarter, 10-7. A lot of action in that first quarter, Coach.
Well, you know, anytime you've got a team playing defense like Manton's playing, and then you've got a good ball handling team like Beal City, you're going to have a low-scoring event. And for Ranger fans, this has got to be a scary game. We'll see if the Rangers can separate themselves here. But so far, Beal City's pretty good ball handlers. They're very patient with the ball, thus the low score.
Possession arrow is in favor of Beal City. They inbound to get the second quarter underway. Junker out on the point. Gives it up to Ty Schaefer. Seth Schaefer pops out on the offensive scheme. Gives it up to Junker. Pick and roll. This time he goes back to Schaefer. Worked it perfectly. And Schaefer was open. That's the first time they've gotten that to work tonight. And that pulls Beal within one. Caleb Moore took it all the way to the hoop and draws the whistle. Did get the shot up, but the officials are going to say the foul was committed while he was still on the floor. Manton will inbound under their own basket, leading 10-9. Moore will inbound. Throws it out deep to Isaac Radin. Radin looking for a drive. And they're going to get Radin for the offensive call. And I got to agree with that one, Coach. He put that forearm out there, and boy, he was going to go through that defender no matter what.
Yeah. You know, a lot of officials will let that slide, but I think that was probably a pretty good call. The kid's he's so strong. You know, that sometimes I don't think he realizes the damage he's doing.
But that's his second foul, so Isaac is on the bench right now. Beal City with the basketball. Schaefer again with a screen. Pick and roll not there. Gives it up to Ivan Paul. Junker at the free throw line. Ball batted away, but Paul's got it. Trey Small in the corner. Kicks back out to Seth Schaefer. Schaefer to Junker. Working around. Junker sees an opening, and he's going to get Paul on the charge. Easton Junker just put his head down, and he was going to go to the hoop. And
almost the same
Rangers
scenario,
stepped in there and took the charge.
Almost the same scenario.
It was. So the Rangers with the basketball, leading by 1. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Moore gives up to Hahn. Hahn puts up a 15-footer from the left baseline. He nails it. Nice jump shot from Jacob Hahn to give the Rangers a 3-point lead, 12-9. Schaefer to Small. Small drives baseline, and they get him on the travel. Trying to make something happen. Took an extra step, and turnover Beal City. Rangers inbounded, leading by 3. Caleb Moore takes it himself. Gets a screen from Regneris. Goes down in the corner. Jacob Hahn gives it up to Regneris. 15-footer from the wing is short. No good. and rebound to Beal City. Nobody grabbed it. It went off the rim, out of bounds. Beal City basketball.
Coach, I'm concerned about time of possession here. Every time Beal comes down, they're running 40 seconds off the clock.
They are very patient. Absolutely right. Ty Schaefer pick and roll with Paul, but overthrown as he tried to hit Ivan Paul, who was rolling to the basket. Ball over his head, out of bounds. Another turnover for Beal City. Ranger basketball. Again, Caleb Moore with the ball, taking it across the timeline. Takes it to the right side, goes down baseline, puts up a shot. Just short, high rebound, taken by Beal City. Caleb just kept that one himself all the way down, right through the shot, and just couldn't quite get it to drop. Jake Gross from the free throw line, shot up, no good. And Rangers are there with the ball. Jacob Hahn pushing it hard down the court, and he plows into a Beal City defender, but this time they're going to say the Beal defender was not in position and call for a blocking foul. I was afraid that could have gone against Jacob for a moment there, Coach.
I think we got a break there. I think the kid had good position, and there should have been a charge, but we'll take that,
But the foul was on Ivan Paul. There's a timeout. It's a quick one. We'll keep it right here. Timeout on the court. It's just a 30-second timeout. 12-9, Rangers on top. 5:30 left to go in the second quarter.
I'll tell you what, at the time of possession, the patience of Beal is driving me as a coach crazy. You want to see a little more up and down in the game and see our talents, used, but they're just good ball handlers. And we're playing such good defense. I hope it's not like this the whole game. I'd like to see our kids put on a little bit of a show here, but this Beal City team's come out prepared. They're well coached. They're very well coached.
They work it around the outside the three-point line quite a bit. They look for a drive. They'll run the pick and roll out there, but they are patient, waiting for something to happen. Moore inbounding, comes into Regnerus. Post down underneath the Hahn. Kicks it back out to Regnerus. Didn't have a shot. Little turnaround by Cole off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound Seth Schaefer, the big body center for Beal City. And we got a whistle. Oh. And Trey Small, who was running the point that time, called for double dribble. So Small's turned it over a couple times in a row. And the Rangers will inbound. Moore with the basketball. Goes left side to McKernan. McKernan to Regnerus, top of the circle. Back to McKernan, left side. Jacob Hahn at the elbow. Gives it up to Moore. At the elbow, replacing. Shot up. Too long off the back of the rim, and rebound to Ivan Paul. Small, back to Paul. Seth Schaefer at the free throw line. Hits a cutting Small underneath. Too hard off the glass. No good. Caleb Moore quickly ahead to McKernan. Gets a shot up. Somehow he got it up. No good. And ball out of bounds. Off Manton. Beal City basketball. The Rangers like to run, but McKernan got himself that time right under the basket, Coach, and he just couldn't get a good shot up.
Yeah, a lot of our shots, they're not bad shots, but we're not being patient enough to get that wide open look. And you want to run every time you get, but I think that maybe that time he should have pulled that ball out a little bit and waited for his teammates to set up.
12-9, Rangers on top. Not a lot of scoring here. We're halfway through the second quarter. Ball on the floor. Drayden Morrow just into the ball game, dove for it, and we're going to get a jump ball call, and the possession arrow is in favor of the Rangers. Good hustle there from Morrow.
Oh, yeah, it's nice to see a young man come off the bench like that that's cold and get involved defensively first. Maybe that'll help his offensive shot, too.
Caleb Moore goes to Regnerus, right side. Jacob Hahn, top of the circle. Morrow on the left wing. Morrow back to Jacob Hahn on the right side. He kicks it back out to Moore. Moore on a drive down the right side of the lane, but nothing there. Kicks it out to Morrow. Here's Regnerus, free throw line. Spin move, no good. Morrow down to Moore on the right side, working the ball around the outside. Jacob Hahn for three, too short, no good. And rebound batted around. Beal City controls it. Ty Schaefer with the basketball, top of the circle, goes to Paul. Paul at the free throw line. Passes off on the left side to Schaefer. Schaefer with a couple of dribbles, waiting for something to happen. Now he's tied up by Chandler Allison. Ty Schaefer with it, trying to make a move into the lane, and going to get a foul call against the Rangers.
And that one's on Caleb Moore, I believe. Well, if you like defense, this is the game to be at right here.
It was on Moore, Coach. Beal City's going to inbound under their own basket. Ball comes in to Jake Gross, down in the corner to Schaefer. We're down right on the floor here in Beal City tonight, right off the corner of the court. We got a lot of action taking place right in front of us. Beal City lost the handle there for a second, but chased down by Ty Schaefer. 12-9, Manton on top. Haven't had a chance to say the score a lot after buckets because we haven't had that many. Beal City again, very patient on the offensive end, waiting for something to open up. Trey Small on the right wing. Gives up to Schaefer through his hands. Turnover. Rangers pushing it quickly. Morrow has his shot blocked out of bounds. Drayden went up with the layup, but knocked out of bounds be Ranger basketball.
Yeah, that kid came back pretty hard on that, and Drayden didn't see him coming. Otherwise, Manton would have had two here.
Moore inbounding under the Rangers basket. Goes to Regnerus, free throw line. Spin move in the lane. Up and off the back of the rim and falls. Nice soft shot from Cole Regnerus. And the Rangers lead it by 5, 14-9 with just 2:28 left to go here in the second quarter.
I think
Beal City just took a timeout. It's a 30-second. We'll keep it right here. Coach, you were going to say something.
Well, I think we got that mismatch all night long with Regnerus in the middle. But when he gets double teamed, he's got to recognize that. Right there, he got a good look there. He's just quicker than their big kids. So, Ryan will probably figure that out by halftime. Maybe we'll go down in there a little more.
14-9, Rangers on top, 2:28 to go, second quarter. Thanks for joining us tonight from Beal City. Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 CDY.
Well, I'll tell you, this low-scoring game like this sounds kind of funny to say, but the next team that scores, that's a big advantage.
You got it. You are listening to 107.9 WCDY, McBain, Cadillac, Lake City. Beal City inbounds to get action underway once again. Schaefer comes down in the corner to Marcus Kent. Here's Schaefer at the elbow. Back to Kent at the three-point line. Brings it back outside. Ball batted away, and the Rangers have it. Morrow with the steal. Goes to Jacob Hahn. Shot up top of the circle. No good. And Paul with the rebound for Beal City. Yeah, you look at the amount of time the Rangers keep the ball before a shot goes up, and the amount of time Beal has the ball before a shot goes up is just amazing, Coach.
Yeah, we come down, we yank one up right away, and if they'll start dropping, we're going to get some separation, but Beal City just turned the ball over again. I just think this defensive pressure of the Rangers is starting to show.
Jacob Hahn this time bringing it up the floor as the Rangers go from right to left. Goes to Caleb Moore, top of the circle. 1:40 left to go, second quarter. Moore takes it on the drive down the lane. Up with the left hand, no good. Rebound, Paul for Beal City. Trey Small on the left wing. Gives it up to Schaefer. Schaefer dribbles to the top of the circle. Takes it on dribble to the right wing. Kicks it back out on top to Marcus Kent. Goes to Seth Schaefer at the elbow. Schaefer looking for a cutter. Gives it up to Trey Small. Again, a lot of time coming off the clock. Small gives it up on the left wing to Paul. 1 minute left to go in the first half. 14-9, Rangers on top. On the baseline, Ivan Paul looking for a turnaround. Nice move. Up with the left hand. Scores it to Paul Beal within 3 at 14-11. Caleb Moore with the ball. Gets a screen from Hahn. in the corner. Allison shot up off the rim, no good. Rebound Beal, Ty Schaefer. 35 seconds left to go. Manton Rangers up by 3, 14-11. Ty Schaefer with the ball out on top, guarded by Morrow. Gives it up to the right wing, and Paul takes it on a drive down the lane. Too short on the shot, and rebound batted around. Beal's got it. Last 10 seconds, shot up, no good. Rebound, Caleb Moore for the Rangers. 5, 4, looking for a shot. He stops, puts up 3, no good. And that's the end of the first half here in Beal City. Wow, low scoring affair, but a lot of action and an interesting game to watch, that's for sure. Our halftime score, Manton Rangers 14 and the Beal City Aggies 11. We'll be right back with first half stats and analysis, an update on Ranger games and broadcasts. We'll talk about the JV results and look ahead to the second half and more. Stay with us. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Wilder Heating and Cooling, the name you've come to trust when it comes to geothermal systems, boilers, Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. Don't let winter energy bills eat everything you bring home. Wilder Heating and Cooling can provide quality service at a quality price. They can service all makes and models and provide financing when you need it. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. That's wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling, proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
Bostic's Drugstore in Manton is your locally owned pharmacy. You can count on Mike and his professional staff to take care of all your prescription needs with a personal hometown touch. You'll get a comprehensive medication review every time you pick up a prescription. Bostic's Drugstore accepts most insurances and administers flu and shingles shots with a prescription. They're also your home for Manton Rangers and locally made Michigan apparel, plus cards, gifts, and toys. Stop into your friendly hometown pharmacy, Bostic's Drugstore, on Main Street in Manton, or call 231-824-6465.
Welcome back to Manton Ranger basketball on 107.9 CDY. Rick Swanson and Rainey Lafreniere coming to you from Beal City High School tonight, where our halftime scores, the Manton Rangers 14 and the Beal City Aggies 11. I'll go through our quarter scores first in this low-scoring affair. In the first quarter, Manton jumped out early and led it 10-2, and then Beal scored the last 5 points of that first quarter to end the first at 10-7, Rangers ahead. Very low-scoring second quarter. Each team only able to put 4 points on the board, and that is where we are at halftime. Rangers up 14-11. I'm going to turn it over to Coach Lafreniere. He'll give us some halftime numbers.
We got Caleb Moore here with 6 points. He also had a 3-ball on that. So Cole Regneris 2 points. Jacob Hahn 4 points, excuse me. And Lucas McKernan with 2 points. We don't have anybody in real foul trouble other than Isaac Radin's got 2 fouls. And he sat out some of that first half. They're trying to make sure he didn't pick that third one up. For Beal City, we got Seth Schaefer with 4 points. Trey Small with 2. Easton Yonker with 3. Ivan Paul with 2. I think I'm missing a bucket there somewhere too, Rick. So my fault on that. If you got that, we'll put that in. They don't have anybody in foul trouble at all. There was only 3 fouls called on Beal City during the first half.
Well, in this first half, Randy, we have seen certainly a couple different approaches on the offensive side of the ball. As we said, Beal really being patient, looking for something to open up against this tough Ranger defense. While the Rangers are quick to get the ball, they want to push the ball down the court, and maybe they could be a little more patient at times. But they also have not hit a very good percentage here so far in the ballgame.
No, they put up some questionable shots, not really bad shots, but I think they're just impatient. This is a type of game that coaches have nightmares about right here. I think we have superior athletes and a superior team, but they're such good ball handlers. They're just taking up 45, 50, 60 seconds of possession. And then we come down and that first good look we get, or even if it's not a great look, we're launching. Whereas perhaps I would think that maybe we'll make some adjustments during halftime, be a little more patient, look to go inside a little bit more. Rangers defense is just stifling. And it's so good, it's almost their worst enemy. It's almost like two teams are stalling out here, but we just have to be more patient with the ball. I think that's the key to the second half.
Well, you know, with Beale City holding the ball for long periods of time, looking for a shot, that also tests that Ranger defense.
Yeah,
with the Rangers playing man-to-man, they got to stay with people and work through screens. It's a good test for that defense, but they're up to the challenge so far.
All it takes is for one person to have a little mental lapse out there and not pay attention. And next thing you know, it's an easy 2 points at the hoop. We have shut their three-point game down, but, man, I'll tell you what, they are sure eating the clock up. This reminds me of a game out of the 1950s or something, you know.
Exactly right. Exactly right. Let's take just a moment and talk about the JV result from tonight. Boy, the Rangers were down 20 in the first half, and they made a comeback and actually led it by 7 at one time in the fourth quarter before falling to Beale City 64-62 in a tough ball game. But stat-wise, Luke Puffer had a ball game tonight, Coach. He put 40 in tonight for the Rangers.
I knew that kid was playing good, but I didn't know he had that many.
He was nailing threes and hitting the shots from all over the place. Jonathan Traxler also had 8, and Carson Danford had 6. But Luke Puffer with 40 tonight for the JV Rangers.
Well, he better quit doing that, or Coach Hiller's liable to bring him up.
The JVs had won their first 2, so that's their first setback on this young season. Now I want to take a moment and talk about a little update on the boys and girls schedules and the next broadcast that we have coming your way. Let's start with the boys. Tonight here in Beale, this is their third game with their opener against Charlevoix postponed, and they have won their first 2 coming into tonight, so 2-0 so far. After tonight, they're off for the Christmas break, and their next game is January 6th. That is a Monday, as they travel to Kalkaska, and we will have that game for you here on 107.9 with the broadcast. I have to say, Coach, that, boy, the Rangers have a challenging schedule in the sense that in this early going, 8 of their first 9 games are on the road. Yeah, 8 of the first 9 on the road.
I saw that. I'm going to talk to the athletic director, Scotty Bender, about that, and we'll see what the screw-up was on that one there. But, boy, that's pretty remarkable, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, of course, then you look at the positive side, they're going to have a lot of them at home, too.
That's true. That's the other side of it. Our broadcast will regularly be at the conclusion of the JV contest, approximately 7:15 in that range every night, except when we have a couple of doubleheaders when we'll be on at 5:45, because we'll have 2 games for you for the price of 1. Now let's do an update for the girls. They started a week earlier than the boys. They are also a 2-time defending conference champion, as the boys are. They played 5 games so far, and they stand at 5-0. Their most impressive win was last Monday night. 15-point win, Coach, over a very talented Kingsley team that's just dominated our girls the last 2 years.
Yeah, it's nice to see our girls come out and win a game like that. That was a big game for them. I don't think too many people thought we could beat Kingsley, but we handled Kingsley well. The girls did their job, especially defensively, and we've got some kids that can flat out shoot it. 2 of the best guards in northern Michigan, and Wilder and Brown, and it sure is fun. I'm coaching the JV girls, and I get a chance to be around those girls. They're not only great basketball players, but they're fine individuals also.
Now the girls have one more game before the Christmas break, and that's tomorrow night when they come down here to Beale City. So, Coach, you're lucky enough to come to Beale City 2 nights in a row.
Yeah, I might have to stop by Dr. Pohl's office or something and get a tranquilizer, being down here that much. Dr. Pohl's on TV. If you don't know who he is, he's a veterinarian down here. I'm kind of looking for him to suit up, because there have been a lot of Pohls down here. That's another familiar Beale City name. But, yeah, tomorrow night, another road trip for me. But you know what? I'm having fun.
Well, then the girls are off also over the holidays. They'll be back on January 7th when they host Pine River. Our first girls broadcast of the year will be Friday, January 17th, as part of a boy-girl doubleheader at Lake City. And boy, will that be a couple of good ones. Lake City girls, Manton girls, both undefeated. Lake City boys, I believe, are also undefeated. It's going to be a couple of good ball games there for you on January 17th. We'll have both of them for you, boys and girls, coming to you from Lake City for that one. Well, we got a minute to go here until the second half, Coach. Give me your thoughts as we get ready for the second half.
Well, it's pretty easy to second guess. I'll tell you what, and I'm not going to do any second guessing on Coach Hiller, but they may want to try a few different things, maybe a little full court pressure. That probably won't work because they're so good with the ball. I think they've got to be a little more patient on offense. They've had a couple turnovers. They've rushed some shots. Take some time off and let's get a good look and let's see if we can get some separation here.
Possession arrow is with Beal City to start the third quarter. In this third quarter, Beal will be traveling from right to left across your radio, and the Rangers will be going from left to right. So the Rangers are going to be right down in front of us here for the second half as we are situated right off the corner of the floor down on the surface of the playing floor. 14-11. The Rangers on top. Defensive battle here tonight, and really no indication that that's going to change. But as Coach was saying, we'll see if the Rangers can hit a few shots and put a little separation in here. But as the third quarter gets underway, 14-11. Rangers on top. Beal City ready to inbound. And here we go with the second half coming to you from Beal City on 107.9 CDY. Junker with the ball. Pass goes awry and stolen right away by Caleb Moore. Isaac Radin, top of the circle, goes to McKernan. Back to Regnerus at the top. He goes to Jacob Hahn, left side. Hahn sees an opening, takes it on a drive, in and out. Big Seth Schaefer with the rebound for Beal City.
Oh, my goodness.
A steal by Radin. Up and in. A big defensive play by Isaac Radin. I don't know where he came from,
Coach. Better than that. Somebody shot him out of a cannon right at half court there. Great vision and anticipation by Isaac Radin.
16-11, Rangers on top. Junker with a drive, kicks it back outside to Paul. Left hand 15-footer, no good. We get a whistle underneath. And it's a call against Beal City, Coach. It's going to be Ranger basketball leading by 5.
That might have been on the big Schaefer boy. He was in the general vicinity.
No, 15. They call it on 15.
Was it 15? Okay, that's Jake Gross.
Caleb Moore to Regnerus, top of the circle, posting up Hahn. Spin move inside, puts up a 15-footer, baseline too short, and Junker with the rebound. Junker pushing it himself. Top of the circle, goes to the right side, and that's Ty Schaefer. Back out to Paul. Now Junker, left side, underneath to Schaefer, up strong. Shot too strong, but Beal with the rebound. Paul looking for a move, spin move inside, left-hander, too short. Boy, point-blank range, just couldn't get it to drop. He's got a nice spin move inside. Isaac Radin posting up Regnerus, good for 2.
There we go.
Great pass from Radin. Regnerus wide open in front of the rim, lays it in. Rangers now lead it by 7. Junker with the basketball, goes to Schaefer, left side, gets a screen on the pick and roll. Schaefer keeps it himself, shot up, no good. But the rebound right there to Beal City. Schaefer again with it. Goes right side to Gross. Gross on the dribble, takes it into the lane, kicks it back outside. Loose ball. And we're going to get a call against the Rangers as Beal and Manton were both going for that loose ball. But the calls go against the Rangers, and Beal City will be inbounding from the sideline. Junker with the basketball. Top of the circle, guarded by Radin. Radin with 2 fouls. Ivan Paul, left side. Seth Schaefer, free throw line. Hands off to Schaefer. Schaefer to Gross. Seth Schaefer at the block. Takes a baseline. Off the glass, scores it. Big Seth Schaefer, the All-State linebacker that we talked about in the pregame. Took that one baseline off the glass, scores it, and he's at the free throw line going for the 3-point play.
I believe that's their first bucket of the second half here, and we've already had the better part of 3 minutes gone.
Foul that time on Cole Regnerus.
Cole Regnerus, you're absolutely right, Coach.
Free throw no good, but Beale City's right there for the rebound. Certainly don't want to give them more opportunities. Here's Junker on the left wing. Takes it on dribble. Gives it back to Paul on the left wing. Drives baseline. He's underneath. Puts up the shot. No good, but draws the foul. And Ivan Paul, Beale City Jr., is going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Yeah, that head fake for number 20 there set the whole thing up. That was a great offensive move. Got Raiden in the air.
That falls on the Rangers, Jacob Hahn.
Yeah, Jacob Hahn got him in the air. You're correct.
Drayden Morrow checking back in for the Rangers, replacing McKernan. And Paul with another free throw. This one is good. Pulling Beale City within 4, 18-14. Caleb Moore, top of the circle. All the way across to Morrow in the corner. 3 attempt is no good. And on the rebound, we're going to get a call against the Rangers. It'll be Beale City basketball.
That's his second foul.
Foul on Cole Regnerus. Beale City with the basketball. Trailing the Rangers by 4. 5 minutes left to go, third quarter. Junker, free throw line, puts a shot up. No good. Beale with the rebound. Kicks it outside to Ivan Paul. Here's Schaefer on the right side. Looking for a drive, nothing there. Replaced by Ty Schaefer on the right side. As we said, Beale took a lot of time on possessions in the first half and looked to do the same thing here, just waiting for something to open up, working the ball around the outside. They go underneath the Paul, kicks it back outside. Here's Small, top of the circle, working it around the outside, and Regnerus got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. Beale City basketball. 18-14. Manton on top, 4:17 left to go, third quarter.
We got Chandler Allison checking into the ball game. That kid can flat out shoot the 3 ball. We'll see what happens here. He's coming in for Drayden Morrow.
Beale City inbounding from the near sideline. Trey Small with the basketball. Goes to Paul down in the left corner. Back outside to Gross. Gross goes left side to Small, down in the corner once again. This time Schaefer brings it out on a dribble. Out on top, Jake Gross. And underneath, Ivan Paul able to break free. And a nice pass results in a layup for Beale City. And they pull within 2, 18-16. Rangers quickly to the other end. And Beale is called for a foul. It'll be Ranger basketball under their own basket.
You see how quickly we put that ball up again. They had the ball for a better part of 2 minutes. And we come right down and fire one.
That falls on Jake Gross, his second. Rangers inbound. And Hahn takes it right to the hoop. Almost got it to drop, but a nice quick first step got around the Beale City defense. And Jacob Hahn's going to go to the free throw line, shooting 2. Almost a chance for the three-point play. And that is the third foul on Beale City's Jake Gross. Hahn at the free throw line, first one coming. It is up and good. Increasing the Ranger lead to 3, 19-16. Second free throw coming. Defensive battle here so far tonight in Beale City, 14-11. Rangers led it at halftime. Second free throw from Hahn is short. And ball knocked out of bounds off Chandler Allison, who was trying to make a goal for the rebound, but Beale City basketball.
We take a look at that exchange there, Coach. They take a bunch of time off the clock, get a bucket, and we come down and force one, and we don't get both free throws. Now Beale's got the ball back.
Wild pass on Beale's end, and they're going to say it was off the foot of a Ranger defender. Caleb Moore will be Beale City basketball from the far sideline. Inbounded to Junker. Both teams have been man-to-man all night long. Schaefer, give and go to Junker. Nothing there. Kicks it back out around the outside. Trey Small, top of the circle, goes right side. On the right wing is Schaefer, trying to post up Seth Schaefer. Off-balance shot, no good. Rebound Rangers, quickly to the other end. Hahn, little floater in the lane, good. Jacob Hahn stopped at about 10 feet, put up the two-pointer. Inbound pass deflected by Radin, coming out of nowhere again, but Beal City retains it. Rangers now lead at 21-16. Marcus Kent on the right side for Beal, call for a travel, and Ranger basketball as they lead it by 5.
We ever get this thing to double digits, Coach, we can control tempo then there. Let's see if we can get some separation here.
Well,
now, here's our
exactly. Beal
opportunity.
couldn't hang on to the ball so long.
I know it.
Happened. Moore to Radin on the right wing. Isaac Radin, leading scorer, first 2 ball games, puts up a 15-footer, no good. But Allison's right there with the rebound and puts it back in.
That's a big bucket
Great
for that young man.
offensive rebound and bucket by Chandler Allison. And that increases the Ranger lead to 7, 23-16. Trey Small on the right side. Little spin move, dishes off to Junker down in the right corner. His pass on the floor, 3 bodies diving for it, and they're going to call jump ball possession arrow to the Rangers.
Dial me up a 3 ball here, Rick. I'd like to see us get that 10-point lead.
That'd be that double-digit lead that you spoke of. Rangers led by 3 at halftime. They've increased that now to 7 as they have the ball. 2:15 left to go, third quarter. Caleb Moore with the ball, gets a screen from Hahn. Dishes off to Isaac Radin for 3. Shot up, no good. And Beal City controls it. Ivan Paul with the rebound. Junker takes it on the dribble, across the timeline. Boy, Isaac Radin all over him, almost got the turnover. Seth Schaefer with the ball at the top, hands off to Paul. Junker underneath on the block. Seth Schaefer, turn around off the glass, scores it.
They're picking on that mismatch.
Big Seth Schaefer with the 2-pointer. 23-18, Manton on top. Beal with the steal, taken from Moore, and Trey Small, no good on the layup. Follow-up by Schaefer, no good. Another follow-up, this time he gets it. Seth Schaefer with the 2-point offensive rebound. And they're back within 3 at 23-20. Moore posting up, Jacob Hahn. Takes it into the lane, puts up a little 10-footer, no good. But we draw the whistle, and Jacob Hahn's going to go again to the free throw line, shooting 2. Well, the Rangers had stretched it out to 7, but Beal's come back with 4 points, and now the Rangers lead at 23-20 with Jacob Hahn at the free throw line. First one up and drains it. 24-20. Rangers on top. Cole Regnerus checking back in, as is Drayden Morrow for the Rangers. McKernan back in also, as 3 of the Rangers will probably get a breather here the last 1:11 of the third quarter. Second free throw coming for Hahn. Up and also good. So the Rangers lead at 25-20 with 1:10 left to go, third quarter. Junker with the basketball. Takes it on a drive, down to the baseline, kicks it back out to Paul. Paul goes back to Junker, deflected by Radin. Radin's got the steal, all the way to the hoop, off the glass, no good, but draws the foul, and Isaac Radin is going to go to the free throw line. Man, oh man, Radin, I've seen him come out of nowhere 3 times now for steals. Isaac Radin, tremendously quick on the defensive end.
Well, he plays so hard. I mean, you can't teach that. That's just something that's innate about some people, and that kid gives 100% all the time.
First free throw up and good. That foul was on Easton Junker, his 3rd. Ranger lead back to 6. Another free throw coming from Isaac Radin. Shot up and no good. Rebound Seth Schaefer. 26-20. Rangers on top. Last 50 seconds of the third quarter. Junker with the basketball. Dribbling around out there. Gives it up to Paul. Here's Small on the left wing. Small hitting Paul as he rolled to the basket. And turn around, spin move in with the left hand. Good. He's got a nice step inside, does Ivan Paul. 26-22, Manton on top. 22 seconds left to go. We'll see what the Rangers want to do here with the last 20 seconds. Jacob Hahn has it outside, top of the circle. Looks like they'll go for one. Isaac Drayden with the basketball. 5 seconds to go. Drayden Morrow. Jacob Hahn for three. Right side. No good. Ball tipped up and almost in.
Lucas
by
McKernan.
McKernan at the buzzer. It would have counted, but just couldn't get it to drop. That's into three here from Beale City. The Manton Rangers 26. The Beale City Aggies 22. Timeout on the court. We'll take timeout. Stay with us for the fourth quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
For weddings, choose the Barn Hall. Parties, choose the Barn Hall. Events of any kind, choose the Barn Hall. Manton's premier venue for gathering. Got an event coming up? Call or text Molly 231-394-0311. The Barn Hall on Old 31, just south of Manton. Connected to the Barn Hall is Studio 131, offering haircuts for men and women, color, facial waxing, and more. Need a new look? Talk to Kaylee or Michaela at 231-824-3550. Trust your new look to Studio 131, the Barn Hall in Studio 131. Proud to support this Manton Ranger broadcast.
Welcome back to Beale City High School. Rick Swanson and Rainey Lafreniere bringing you the call tonight. And in a low-scoring affair in the first half, both teams found a little offense in that third quarter. In fact, Beale doubled their score from the first half. Had 11 at halftime, now have 22. But the Rangers won the third quarter battle 12-11 and lead at 26-22 as they go into the fourth.
Well, I'll tell you, going to the fourth, the two post players for Beale really bother me. They got such great footwork. The Ivan Paul kid and the Schaefer kid are just eating our kids alive down in the paint. We've got to put a clamp on that.
Beale City with possession arrow. They inbound it to get us underway as they go from right to left across your radio. Junker on the right wing. Looking to post it. He does a cutting Trey Small, but his shot was blocked. Small is not one of their post players, and he was in there among the Ranger taller post people, and shot blocked. Beale City inbounding underneath. Comes into Gross. Gross takes it back outside, top of the circle. Goes down to Small on the right side. Ty Schaefer out on top. Schaefer goes to Junker, right side, post play underneath, and we'll get a whistle. Ivan Paul was trying to make a move to open himself up to receive that pass, but they're saying that he was held. Ranger foul will be with Beale City basketball out of bounds.
Yeah, we finally get a stop on that post player, and we get a foul outside. That's just the breaks of the game so far.
Third foul on Regnerus. Beale City inbounds under their own basket, trailing the Rangers by 4. Ty Schaefer down in the right corner. Small takes it on a drive into the lane. Ball batted away. Rangers have it. Rangers have the steal. Jacob Hahn, left side, goes baseline. Shot up, no good, but the ball kicked back outside. Caleb Moore posting Regnerus. Turn around inside, got it. Cole Regnerus on a good feed from Moore. Gets the Rangers back up by 6. Nice post move by Regnerus that time.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping we'd start doing in the second half, is going for those mismatches inside.
At the other end, Beale City turns it over. Pass goes awry out of bounds. Rangers have it, leading 28-22. We knew it would be a hard-fought battle down here in Beale, as we talked about in the pregame, and that's what we've had. Hahn for 3, left side, no good. Rebound, Trey Small for the Aggies. Junker quickly ahead to Gross for 3, shot up, no good. High rebound taken by Caleb Moore for the Rangers. Quickly down court. Ahead to McKernan. Kicks it back outside to Moore. Here's Hahn. Right side. Takes it into the lane. Kicks it off to McKernan. Back to Hahn. Shot up good. Nice passing underneath from McKernan to Hahn for the two-pointer. And Beale takes timeout. Rangers lead at 30-22 with 6:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Aggies take a full timeout. So we'll take a timeout also. We'll go back to Zach in the studio. We'll be back in Beale City in 30 seconds.
Interesting game.
Yeah.
I'd be having a nervous breakdown. I'd be standing on the sideline like a wild man.
7-3-5. 1, 2, 4, 7-3-5. And I think it's worth $114. Head back up to the table where you purchased it, and they will hang down your winnings.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65-cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. The local 308 has comedy night the last Saturday of every month with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
Welcome back to Beale City High School. Rick Swanson along with Rainey Lafreniere. Aggies hosting the Manton Rangers tonight. Beale City with the ball following their timeout. Seth Schaefer, top of the circle. Goes to Schaefer on the right wing. Little pick and roll, not there this time. Ty Schaefer trying to find somebody to go to, but that great Ranger defense. Jacob Hahn with the steal. Pressing to the other end, off the glass, scores it. Jacob with the steal and with the bucket, and the Rangers lead it by 10. Biggest lead of the night for either team, 32-22. What I don't like on that one, Coach, was Jacob was hobbling a little bit after scoring that one.
He's got problems, and it just showed right there. He got caught matched up with a 5 down low, and he's in trouble.
At the other end, Ivan Paul with another good post move scored a field goal for the Aggies to make it 32-24, and the Rangers responded with a quick timeout.
I'm impressed with Beale City is just pounding that ball in the post and recognizing the mismatch. Those two kids, they're both big, strong football players. And they're so wide, and they're pretty athletic. It's almost like they ought to have their own mailing address down there. They take up so much space.
Exactly. And I think one of the reasons for Coach Hiller taking that quick timeout is he's getting Jacob Hahn out of the ball game. He saw that Hahn hurt that Achilles a little bit, and Jacob's off the court right now, just trying to walk it off a little bit, but he's in some agony over there.
Well, I'm kind of interested to see what the Rangers are going to do here with their ball possession and how patient they're going to be. I thought it cost our JVs the game. That 3-ball got them back in the game, and the 3-ball took them out of the game. So let's see what happens here.
Rangers inbound following their timeout. Allison with the ball goes to Moore on the left wing. Rangers lead it by 8. Caleb Moore goes to Regnerus, top of the circle. Looking for a drive. Kicks it off to Morrow instead. Allison to Moore. Moore looking for a drive. Kicks it off to Radin, left side. All the way, skip pass to Allison for 3. Shot up, got it. Big three-pointer from Chandler Allison. Increases the Ranger lead to 11, 35-24. You said, Coach, he could nail the 3.
It's hard to come off the bench and make that shot, but he did it, and he did it well beyond the 3-point line.
He had defense all over him, too.
Okay, we got number 15.
At the peel end, Jake Gross hits a short 10-footer from the baseline. Allison with, again, a shot for 3. He hit it, but they're going to call Chandler for the travel before he got the shot off. 35-26. Rangers on top. 4:31 left to go in this one.
Well, I knew the kid could shoot the 3-ball, but he's playing pretty good defense, too. So, kudos to Chandler Allison there.
Ivan Paul with the basketball, trying to go back door. And he did successfully. He hit Ty Schaefer for the layup, and that pulls Beale within 7, 35-28. Caleb Moore kicks it out to Radin. Radin goes into the lane, and we get a whistle. And they're going to go with the charge as Seth Schaefer, the big linebacker, was there to take the charge from Isaac Radin. Now, I'll tell you what, they both hit the floor. I bet Isaac felt like he hit a wall on that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's one of them all-state linebackers they got. He sure did a pretty good flop on that, because I don't think Radin hit him that hard.
35-28, Rangers lead it, 4 minutes left to go. Junker with the basketball. Rangers had just gotten up by 11, but Beal making another comeback. Schaefer down in the corner to Gross. Right side, takes it to the free throw line on the dribble. Gives it up to Ivan Paul. Paul with that nice footwork underneath. And there he's got it again, but Isaac Raiden didn't go for the fake that time. Junker with the ball, top of the circle. Gives it up to Trey Small. Small loses control, almost lost it out of bounds, and then knocked out of bounds by Caleb Moore. Beal City basketball with 3:28 to go. They've taken over 30 seconds off this possession. Junker with the ball. Takes it across the timeline, guarded by Drayden Morrow. Down in the corner, Trey Small. Small brings it back outside. Seth Schaefer, and we're going to get an over and back call. The ball got away from Schaefer. Turned over, Beal City. Ranger basketball with 3:13 to go.
Boy, in this type of ball game, that is huge. Now let's see if the Rangers can take a little time off the clock here.
Almost a minute on that Beal City possession. They never got a shot. We resulted in a turnover.
Well, I'm watching Hiller over there, Coach Hiller on the sidelines, and he's so calm and collected. I'd have been having tantrums over there in this time of game, I think.
We got a timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout. Go back to Zach in the studio. We'll be back here in 30 seconds.
Located 30 minutes south of Cadillac, the Rockwell Lake Lodge is the perfect destination for your corporate retreat, church event, or family reunion. The lodge features 10 luxurious guest suites and sits on the shores of a pristine private lake. Enjoy upscale dining, conference amenities, and exclusive use of the property when you visit rockwelllakelodge.com or call 517-437-3311. The Rockwell Lake Lodge.
Welcome back to Beal City, everybody. Rick Swanson and Rainey Lafreniere with the call for you tonight in what has been a defensive-dominated game, a very entertaining game, hard-fought game, which is what we expected. And right now, with 3:13 left to go in the ball game, the Rangers are trying to hang on to a 7-point lead, 35-28. And now the Rangers inbounding on the near sideline, Caleb Moore with the basketball. Yeah, we'll see, Coach, if they take a little time off or looking to put some quick points on the board.
Well, I'd like to see us take some time off and get an easy layup or get to the free throw line, but we haven't done that so far, but it looks like that's what Coach Hiller's going to do here.
Regnerus with the drive into the lane. He's at the elbow, and they got him on a travel. He was waiting for Isaac Raiden to cut and took a little extra step. Beal City basketball. You don't want to do that, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, that was unfortunate because the Raiden boy had a nice cut going there. It looked like it was going to be an easy basket.
Easton Junker with the basketball. Goes left side to Ty Schaefer. Schaefer to Seth Schaefer. Working it around the outside. Junker right side. Brings it on a dribble, top of the circle. Now trying to find somebody to go to. Great defense. And ends up throwing it away. Just great Ranger defense. Results in another Beal City turnover.
That's huge right there. This stage of the game, 2:26 left. The Rangers with a 7-point lead and the ball. Let's see what they can do here.
Caleb Moore goes left side to Regnerus. Puts up a shot. Short. And rebound Paul for Beal City. Didn't really need that one right then.
Wide open shot, but I like to see that layup.
Junker right side trying to drive baseline and finds Paul underneath. There's that nice spin move. Shot up, no good. Off the back of the rim, and we're going to get a call against the Aggies. It's going to be a Manton basketball.
That was great defense in the low post by Isaac Raiden. That kid tried every drop, step through move, hook shot that he could think of, and Raiden wouldn't go for any of it.
Under 2 minutes now, 35-28. Rangers on top. Caleb Moore with the ball and goes to Regnerus. Almost turned it over, and Coach Hiller didn't like that. He calls a quick timeout. We'll see if it's a quick one or a long one. Waiting for a signal.
A full timeout?
It is a full timeout, so we will also take a timeout. Zach, we're coming to you once again. We'll be back here in Beal City in 30 seconds.
Are you in the mood for amazing food at a reasonable price? Well, look no further than the 308 Pub and Grill in Manton. It all kicks off on Tuesday with wings for just 50 cents traditional and 65 cent boneless. Wednesday is burger baskets for $4.99, and Thursday is dollar taco night. Friday and Saturday is steak night and starts at just $9.99. The local 308 has comedy night the last Saturday of every month with no cover, so enjoy the laughs on us. Sundays get 2 of our signature wood fire pizzas for just $18, dine-in only. Good drinks, good food, and good times at the local 308 Pub and Grill in Manton.
Welcome back. Highland Conference basketball action for you tonight as the Beal City Aggies host the Manton Rangers. 1:48 left to go. Rangers have the ball, leading by 7. Stay with us. End of the ball game. We'll have final stats and hopefully talk to Coach Hiller following this one. Regneris took it on a drive down the lane, and we're going to get a whistle against Beal City. And that's going to put the Rangers in the 1-1 now, that being the 7th team foul. So Cole Regneris is going to go to the free throw line, shooting a 1-1.
Good strategy by Beal City. Not putting our, like somebody like Raiden or Moore at the free throw line.
That's a fourth foul on Ivan Paul for Beal City. Regneris, first free throw up and no good off the back of the rim. Rebound Gross for the Aggies. Rangers still up by just 7. Junker to Schaefer. Down to Gross in the corner. Takes it on a drive into the lane. Kicks it back out to Junker. Shot up. No good. Rebound Regneris for the Rangers. Regneris clears it to Isaac Raiden. Deep in the corner. Thrown out of bounds. Intended for McKernan. Turnover, Rangers. Again, you don't need it right then. My goodness.
Would have been nice to take a little time off the clock there, but the Rangers have been aggressive. That's their mentality.
1:17 left to go. Beal City with the ball, trailing the Rangers by 7. Junker right side to Gross. And batted away by Isaac Raiden again. Takes it to the hoop. No good. Too strong. Rebound. McKernan up and in. Big bucket for the Rangers, but all started with another steal by Isaac Raiden. Rangers lead it by 9. Under a minute now left to go. Paul taking it on a drive to the hoop, and the Rangers are going to be called for the foul. And now the Aggies are also in the bonus. Both teams in the 1-1. And junior Ivan Paul, who has done a nice job underneath tonight, is at the free throw line. First shot up is good. 37-29. Manton on top over Beal City. 53 seconds left to go in this one. Manton trying to remain undefeated on the season. Second free throw also good. Pulling Beal within 7. Full court pressure applied by the Aggies. Rangers quickly ahead. And trapped on the far sideline is Raiden. And gets called as the Aggies tie him up. Jump ball, but fortunately Manton has the possession arrow. And the Rangers will inbound with 44 seconds to go. 37-30. Manton on top. Inbound to Caleb Moore. Goes across to Raiden. Raiden, look for somebody. He's going to get tied up again. Finds Allison for 3 on the left side. No good. Rebound Beal City. Trey Small quickly ahead. Here's Paul for 3. He's got it. Ivan Paul from the right wing nails a 3-pointer. And that pulls Beal within 4 at 37-33.
And I believe he'll be shooting a free throw, too. We'll see.
And immediately, Beal City took a timeout. If I'm not mistaken, Coach, that is maybe the second 3 of the game for Beal City.
That's only their second 3 the entire game.
They needed it, and that gets them back within striking distance, trailing the Rangers by 4, 37-33.
Well, we had the ball there right towards the end. I didn't think we should put that shot up. You know, if it goes, you say yes. But you lose that possession, and you come down to the other end. They drain that one. Now we got a ball game again.
Yeah, sometimes there's just no reason to take a quick shot. You can take a few seconds off, take some time off the clock. When you're ahead, use the clock to your advantage.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Now we got a whole new different situation here, don't we?
And we could certainly see some free throws coming in, playing a big role in this one.
Yes.
Rangers will have to knock some free throws down.
Now, I'm not sure what's happening here. I guess there wasn't a foul on the shot, and we're taking it out.
No foul on the shot. Rangers are ready to inbound. 25 seconds to go, leading by 4. Ball comes into Raiden. And Beal City with their full court pressure. They do foul Raiden almost immediately, which we expected. And like we said, the Rangers are going to have to hit some free throws. 21 seconds to go as Isaac Raiden steps to the free throw line, shooting 1 and 1. That foul's on Junker, and that's his 4th.
Well, these are huge free throws right here for Isaac.
Yes, they are. Here's the first one up, and he's got it.
Nothing but net.
Isaac Raiden is a good shooter, good free throw shooter, good three-point shooter, but has not been able to get that three-point shot going tonight. Rangers have struggled from distance tonight.
He hasn't taken a lot of threes, but he's sure done a ton of other things to influence this game, hasn't he?
Second free throw up, and no good. Paul with the rebound. Trailing by 5, quickly ahead to Junker. Taking it into the lane, but hands off to Paul. Up with the left hand, scores it. That pulls Beal City within 3 at 38-35 with 11 seconds to go. And timeout taken on the floor by Beal City after that ball went through the hoop. We'll keep it right here. We don't want to take a chance and miss some of the end of this one. 38-35. Rangers on top with 11.8 seconds left to go. Manton will have the ball inbounding, and you can expect Beal to foul and send him to the free throw line again.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, there's been more happening in the last 35 seconds or so than just about the entire game. We had that 1-3 that didn't drop for us that I thought was taken early in the possession, and things that went back and forth 3 or 4 different times with fouls, and in that last left-handed shot that the Paul kid took in there was just remarkable. He's played one whale of a game, that kid from Beal City.
Yes, he has. The left-handed junior.
Oh, good, he's a junior.
Yes, he is a junior. Well, we're ready to go. Last 11 seconds of this one.
You got to like to hear that about the Paul kid from Beal City only being a junior.
And Cole Regneris is going to inbound for the Rangers. Looking for somebody to come into, and what do we get? We got a whistle.
I believe we got a foul on Isaac Raiden for maybe pushing off. I don't know.
Fouls on McKernan. And we get another timeout taken on the floor. No time came off the clock. That was called before the ball was even inbounded.
We are a bucket and a foul or a three-point shot from tying this game up. And if you get a 4-point play, three-pointer and a foul, we could lose this game here in the last 11 seconds. I don't think that'll happen, but you never know in this crazy game.
We have a timeout on the floor. Again, we'll keep it here. Stay with us once this one's over. We'll try and get Coach Hiller out here to talk to us on the not only tonight's ball game, but the first 3 games of his 2019-2020 season. And we'll have some final stats for tonight's ball game. And we'll also look ahead to our next broadcast and what lies ahead for the Manton boys and girls.
I'll be back down here tomorrow night, Rick, with the girls.
Yeah, like I said a few moments ago, you're one of the lucky ones to be able to come.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I just hope we don't run over a deer. That one you missed tonight. That was exciting.
Oh boy, there was a deer that had just been hit out in the middle of the road, and I was lucky to get around it.
We're both getting a little old for that kind of excitement.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Rangers lead it by 3, 38-35. Beal City inbounding from the sideline.
You follow here, Coach?
8, ready to go.
No.
Ball inbounds deep to Junker. Junker across midcourt. Goes left side to Schaefer. Schaefer out to Paul. Right side to Gross. Shot up, partially blocked. And Regneris pulled it out of the air. I see 0 on the clock. I might have had a foul call.
I don't know who was guarding that three-point shot, but they got a piece of it.
That shot went up from 3, which could have tied it, and it was partially blocked. The scoreboard reads 0.0, but the foul was called, as Regnerus snagged that ball out of the air, and Regnerus is at the free throw line, and Rangers leading it by 3. It's all over with 0 on the clock, but they just have the free throws coming. But the horn, I guess, hasn't gone off. Beal is standing along the free throw lane. Usually you wouldn't see this with 0 on the clock. Nobody would be on the lane.
They've readjusted it right now to 0.8 of a second. So that is enough time to get a shot off. 0.8 of a second. Not highly probable, but, you know.
Well, now they're going to .01. Well,
now they've changed it again.
Went to 0 again. Anyway, they're having a tough time setting the clock to get a 1/10 of a second.
Oh, they're putting 0.8 on. Yeah, they had 8 seconds, and now they've got 0.8. So
all right, so here we go. Cole Regnerus at the line. If he hits one of these, Rangers can put this in the scorebook. Here's the first free throw, up and no good. Beal City rebound, full court, heave at the buzzer, no good, and the Rangers are going to hang on for a 3-point win, 38-35 down here in Beal City. After a timeout, we'll be back to recap the scoring. We'll have final stats for you, let you know about our next broadcast, and talk to Coach Ryan Hiller to get his take on tonight's game. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back in 60 seconds from Beal City.
The Manton Athletic Boosters Club is a proud supporter of the Rangers Athletics and would like to wish the best of luck to all our fall Manton Ranger sports teams. And go Rangers!
Don's Auto Clinic, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and High Point GMC Cadillac continue to grow together to serve you better. Our staffs are a group of hardworking individuals who, just like you, get the job done every day by showing the dedication and determination to teamwork. You will not find a more dedicated team making the car or truck buying experience more seamless and easy. Locally owned dealerships, proud to support all local high school sports. We're behind you all the way.
Wilder Heating and Cooling, the name you've come to trust when it comes to geothermal systems, boilers, Amana high-efficiency furnaces, air conditioning, and heat pumps. Don't let winter energy bills eat everything you bring home. Wilder Heating and Cooling can provide quality service at a quality price. They can service all makes and models and provide financing when you need it. Contact Wilder Heating and Cooling at 231-645-4822 or online at wilderhvac.net. That's wilderhvac.net. Wilder Heating and Cooling, proud local community supporter of the Manton Rangers.
We are back. Rick Swanson and Rainey Lafreniere from Beal City High School, where the Rangers of Manton have defeated the Beal City Aggies in a hard-fought contest by the score of 38-35. With the win, Manton improves to 3-0 overall, 3-0 in the Highland Conference, while Beal City falls to 1-3 overall and 1-1 in conference play. I'll go over the scoring by quarters to start off. In the first quarter, first part of the game, Manton jumped out quickly and led it 10-2, giving the impression that they might kind of have their way with Beal, but Beal came back with the next 5 points, and at the end of one, Manton led it 10-7. In the second quarter, very low-scoring affair, tough defense from both teams. Only 8 points total scored in the second quarter, 4 points for each team. Manton led it 14-11 at halftime. In the third quarter, a little more offense came about. Manton won the third quarter 12-11 to take a 4-point lead, 26-22 into the fourth quarter. But then things got a little interesting after Manton opened up a double-digit lead. Beal City was not going to be denied, and they came charging back to make it really interesting at the end. Beal ended up winning the fourth quarter 13-12, and Manton hung on for the 3-point win, 38-35. Coach Lafreniere, I'm going to turn it over to you. Let's go through some statistics, then we can talk about what transpired in the game tonight.
Yeah, we got Caleb Moore with 6 points, Chandler Allison with 5, Isaac Raden with 4, Cole Regnerus with 6, Jacob Hahn with 13, and Lucas McKernan with 4. For Beal City, we got Seth Schaefer with 10. We got a Ty Schaefer with 2. We've got Easton Yunker with 3, Jake Gross with 2, And Ivan Paul with 16 points to lead all scorers from both teams. I think there was a lot of lessons to be learned in this one. We had control of the game, and I thought we squandered it a little bit. But it's a learning experience for us. I think we'll grow from that. I give Beale City a lot of credit. They had a nice game plan. They were disciplined, and they almost stole the game from us without their best player.
Exactly right. As we said in the pregame, senior Logan Shillman has not played yet for Beale City this season, as he has an ankle injury, and he was one of the finest players in the Highland Conference, and they certainly miss him. But you're right. I think Beale had a nice strategy offensively, trying to break down that Ranger defense. But for the third time this year, 3 out of 3, Coach, the Rangers have not allowed even 40 points yet in a game. They've held every opponent in the 30s.
Boy, if you'd have told me defense could have been your enemy, I'd have said you're crazy. But it almost turned out that way. We were so good with defense. And Beale City ate up so much of the clock. We just didn't have a lot of time, that we devoted to our possessions. And I thought we should have been a little more patient with them, but it turned out all right in the end.
Well, now I want to welcome in Manton Ranger head coach Ryan Hiller for some post-game comments. Coach, you don't need to put the headset on. You just need the microphone. Well, first off, Coach, congratulations on the win tonight. Hard-fought win. We knew it would be a tough game down here in Beale, and you guys prevailed.
Yeah, Coach Watson, I mean, it was, like I told the guys, we had one mission tonight, and that was to come down and get a win. I didn't care how. I wish we would have shot better. We shot pretty bad tonight from the three-point line. Beale City did a really good job of really taking the air out of the ball. I saw the Roscommon score, and it was 44-34, so I knew it was coming. And I thought, though, our defense got us some easy buckets that second half that we really needed. Very proud of the guys and the grit they had at the end.
Your defense now, for the third time in a row this season, as you are 3-0, have held every opponent in the 30s. I know you stress defense, and your guys are really coming through. I thought they played tremendous defense tonight. This guy right here, Isaac Raiden, had some great steals, as you alluded to in the second half. And you have to have that. If the ball's not going in the hoop the way you would like it to, you got to have that defense. Defense will keep you in the game.
Yeah, and I think you just said it right on the nose. Isaac's Raiden's defense really got us going. And even down the post, we knew that 20 goes over his right shoulder, and Raiden played him for that. He got how many hands on the ball that really created those extra steals. And I also want to say Lucas McKernan, Chandler Allison, Drayden Marles defense on 2. I don't even think he scored. He's been their leading scorer this year. And I also think Lucas's put back in transition, huge. But I do want to.
It was.
As you're well aware, though, our defense was, I think, pretty good. Our rebounding was subpar. And end of the game situations, we got to figure that out. So
yeah.
It's like I said, even though we're a veteran team, we had Hahn on the bench during that time, and we got to really get those young guys knowing how to finish games.
Yeah, I know Jacob's been hobbled a little bit with that Achilles, and looked like you might have pulled it a little bit more there in the second half. But
yeah, we really Cole hasn't practiced in a couple weeks because of his ankle, and he played hard again tonight. But he needs this rest. I'm giving the guys 7 to 10 days off this next week just to get him healthy and get the guys healthy and get them back in shape, and then we'll hopefully make a run on the second half of the season. We got 4 more away games. Now we get to come home.
Well, that's where I wanted to go here for a moment. Is this is your third game of the season, and to break away from this game just a little bit, how have you been feeling about the first 3 games, all resulting in wins? You put yourself in a good spot coming back from break. How have you felt team's been as far as the start of the season?
Yeah, even though we have 4 starters back, I think we're still learning. Coaches are learning how to rotate kids. We got our 3 bench players, and even Lucas jumping in the starting lineup are still trying to find themselves. And so I think it's a learning process. We've done, like I said, I think defensively at times we look great. And I think our rebounding has to get better. We're not going to beat the bigger teams. So that's going to be our number one probably goal over break. And then we got to get better at some things on offense. So we got a lot to work on, but to say we're 3-0 on the road in conference play, I'll take it going into break.
And as Coach Lafreniere and I were saying, which you just alluded to, this can be a learning experience. And it's nice to have a learning experience that goes along with a win rather than a learning experience from a loss.
Yeah, like I told the guys, if we learn from this how to close games, and we got to do that better, and we will. And we got to learn when teams are doing what they're doing to stay disciplined. And when teams want to take the air ball out of the ball, we got to be really disciplined, not take chances. And I think we did a great job.
Well, thanks, Coach. Hope you have a great holiday. We're going to bring Isaac Radin in just for a minute, and we will see you in the new year.
Thanks again for covering us.
That was Manton Ranger head coach Ryan Hiller as his team tonight knocked off the Beale City Aggies by a score of 38-35. Now joined by Isaac Radin. Isaac, you've been the leading scorer for the Rangers in the first 2 games this year. It was a struggle offensively for the whole team tonight. But, boy, I want to commend you on your defense. Your defense was stellar, not only against your Beale City counterpart, but you had deflections, you had steals, big part of the ball game tonight.
Thank you.
I have to believe that you take great pride in your defense.
I do.
And your quickness, you've always been quick, you've always had speed, and you're able to get to those balls. I'll tell you, Coach and I were saying during the broadcast a couple times, you just shot out of nowhere. We didn't even know where you came from to get a hand on the ball. How are you feeling about the ball team here after 3 games this year?
Oh, we're looking good so far. We just got to learn how to keep our heads in the game when we're not shooting well. Our defense carries us a long ways, but we just got to keep working every day to get better so we can win a conference championship.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you keep holding opponents under 40 points, which all 3 games have been so far, you're going to have a very, very successful season. We want to wish you good luck as the season goes on. You get a little break now over the holidays, and we're going to have your game in Kalkaska. We'll be broadcasting that on January 6th. That's your next time out. So congratulations on a big win tonight down here in Beale City.
Thank you.
That's Isaac Radin, one of the senior starters for the Manton Rangers, who had a big game tonight, especially on the defensive end of the floor. Well, we will be broadcasting several Manton Ranger boys and girls games this season for you here on 107.9 CDY. Our next broadcast will be in the new calendar year, as I just said, on Monday, January 6th. The boys will be in Kalkaska, and we'll be there for that one. You want to mark that on your calendar. And then a huge Lake City Manton doubleheader on Friday, January 17th in Lake City. That'll be a big game for both the boys and the girls. We're going to carry both games for you. Mark that one on your calendar, Friday night, January 17th. Our pregame on that one will start at 5:45 because the first game will start at 6 o'clock. So again, we will be in Kalkaska with the boys on January 6th, and then boys-girls doubleheader from Lake City on January 17th. Both Manton teams, boys and girls, have the possibility of great seasons, so we hope you can join us here on 107.9 if you cannot actually get out to the games. One more time, I want to recognize our sponsors. They are the Rockwell Lake Lodge, which is located just 20 miles southwest of Cadillac, Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Cadillac GMC, the Wexford Missaukee Career Tech Center, Studio 131 Salon and the Barn Hall, on Old 131 just south of Manton, Wilder Heating and Cooling, the Manton Booster Club, Jamie Fellows Garneau and her City to Shore Real Estate Office in Manton, Bostic's Drugstore in downtown Manton, and the 308 Pub and Grill, also on Main Street, located in downtown Manton. We want to thank them for their support, and if anyone out there is interested in joining as a sponsor of Manton Ranger basketball this year and local high school sports, call 231-876-1079, 231-876-1079, or get a hold of me, Rick Swanson, anytime, and I will point you in the right direction. I know the radio station would like to pick up a couple more sponsors, so if you are one of those that could make it happen, we'd like to hear from you. Well, Coach Lafreniere, I'm going to turn it back to you one more time. Give me your final thoughts on the ball game this evening.
You know, a lot of kudos to Beale City, to the Aggies. They come out with a good game plan. You know, they're quick athletes, and I thought their 2 post players really caused some problems for us. But good learning experience overall for us, especially in use of the clock. You know, when to take that shot, when not to take that shot. But we get out of here with a win, and sometimes that's a tough thing to do down here. So here I am talking on the radio to you. Most of the time I'm listening to that smooth voice of Rick Swanson with a hot hot cup of coffee or cocoa or whatever, and that voice is so smooth. Sometimes I just want to take a nap. So here I am, working with you, and it's been a pleasure tonight.
Nice to have you here with me, also, Coach. You are listening to 107.9 Wcdy, McBain, Cadillac, and Lake City. Well, that's going to do it from Beale City tonight. This is Rick Swanson on behalf of my partner, Rennie Lafreniere, and back in the studio, Zach Wiggins, who does his best to keep us running smoothly. We thank you for joining us and hope you'll tune in for our next broadcast, Monday, January 6th for the boys in Kalkaska, and Friday, January 17th for a boy-girl doubleheader in Lake City. Once again, our final score tonight from Beale City, the Manton Rangers 38, the Beale City Aggies 35. We now return you to the studio and regular programming.
This live broadcast of Manton Rangers